Hello, Mark Crossfield here. Welcome to the Golf Swing Weekly Fix. We've got loads of swings to look at, sent through the mobile app, through Android app, iPhone, iPad. It's a new year, 2014 just begun. We've got loads of fixes for you coming this year, loads of Golf Swing Weekly fixes coming as well. We've got question of the week also, loads to do. Let's get stuck in. Let's take a look at the first swing here. What we see, I'm just going to mute this one actually because it's got quite a lot of wind noise on it. Not bad action, setup's not too bad. From this camera angle, what we do see is a bit of an issue at the top of the backswing with the club face. So the club face gets to a very twisted position. Good chance that's going to return to the ball pointing left, or you're going to do things to make it not return to the ball pointing left. You're going to raise your hands. What we see is you come in and hit the ball. We see the hands get really high because you're trying to stop that club from turning left. So you're starting to change the other dynamic. You're changing the lie to try and alter the club face and control the face. And we also see you swinging quite a long way to the right, it appears as well. Path seems to be going, as the club wants to move a long way right, because you know the face is pointing left of the path, possibly from that grip. Even if you don't consciously know, you can feel that. So you're going to try and swing it out to the right, start it out to the right and bend it back. It's just a slightly extreme version. So let's give you a drill to try and help you get a grip of the right hand grip, because that's the issue. If we bring you back down here, we can see the right hand grip looks to me like it's too far under the club. It needs to be more on top, which is compromising your club face in the backswing. So right hand issues underneath the club going back and it twisting to a leftward pointing position, and then high hands as we hit the ball. It's all around right hand grip. Great drill I get with right hand grippers. Always get them to do this. Simply hold on with the right hand in the correct place. So you could think of, say, V's going somewhere up between chin and shoulder. For you, your right hand V would be missing your right shoulder. And then it's about hitting some chip shots. So get the right hand set. See how I've set it down below the top of the grip as well. And we're literally just going to chip a few balls forwards, just trying to feel like your angle of attack is relatively level with the ground, so quite sweeping, not hitting down, and just try and sweep the ball forward, trying to chip it forward, straight, and somewhere in the air. Just get the feeling of this right hand moving the club back and forwards without it twisting the face so much, and also get the feeling of hitting the balls with your hands much lower. The raising of the hand is doing two things. It's stopping the face pointing too far left, so you're raising the handle to try and deal with the closed club face, which is round the grip. But with that gone, also it's going to feel much weaker, so the raising the hand so you feel quite strong to pull that handle up and slam the club down. So I want you just to get used to hitting balls with the right hand in the correct place, chipping it forward to take all the power out of it, which will keep your hands lower, and then build that into a few fuller swings. So 2 chips, and then a few gentle shots, just hitting the ball forwards again. Just 2 chips, chip the ball, get another one, chip the ball, get another ball, and then try and get the feeling of that into a full swing. Get out of this habit of trying to raise the handle built around that right hand grip being so underneath. Right hand grip. Get the right hand via the first finger and the thumb, pointing somewhere up between chin and your shoulder, right shoulder, not so far off to the right, and that'll deal with that club face. So looking at this swing, what we see is 2 gloves, UK winter cold, which I understand at the minute, it's horrible here in the UK. Not bad backswing, a little bit stuck, but certainly issues going on down here with the right foot. It kicks out, kicks backwards as you come through. We can't have you kicking that right foot backwards. Ideally, it should be peeling up more towards the target, not kicking back. We don't want you spinning around that right side. There's some decent movements in here. I just would like to get this lower half loosened up, try and help you get through the ball a little bit better, get some better strikes, and certainly push your club path more out towards the target. People who kick the foot back often will tend to swing quite out to in across the ball. Just give you a drill, try and help you get a feeling of moving that lower half a little better. So I've talked about this in lots of lessons before. Right foot, you can tell a lot about a golfer's swing and what's happening with their right foot. So the heel, you want to get the feeling of the heel pushing up and forwards towards the range. So this way, so moving this way, not up, certainly not back like you're doing, so up and spinning around your right leg back. You want to try and get the feel of that right foot coming forward, so towards the range and peeling off this side as this peels off. A couple of good ways of doing this. Get a marker on your right foot. I've done it with baskets before in other lessons before. So I'm just putting a ball on my right heel, touching my right heel. I'm going to hit a shot. And I'm just on a downswing going to feel my foot moving away from that ball. I don't want to kick that ball this way on the downswing. So just pushing forward. Get the feeling of that foot moving this way, hip sliding more this way, and not just over rotating. It's a great drill. You can also do it with a basket. Bigger thing to visualize, put the big basket there and try and not kick it backwards as you come down and hit the ball on the way through. Push off that right foot more this way. You don't want that right foot just coming up. You certainly don't want it going back like yours is at the moment. Try and get that right foot coming forwards. You'll hit straighter shots, certainly better strikes. So question here from Tom. Mark, what are your thoughts on lagging the club head in the takeaway? I've just tried it in the net and contact felt solid and powerful. I felt better rhythm in my swing and more lag on the downswing. The shots felt effortless. Cheers, Tom. Interesting question. I mean, I've never had that question before. I think it's an interesting one. So I think you're saying lag the club head in the backswing, are you, takeaway? So just literally almost doing this. So you think you're saying just lagging it behind? I wouldn't advise it particularly, but if it's making you hit the ball better and deliver the club at impact better, then if you came to me doing that and you were hitting the ball really well and you wanted to work on, say, short game, something not related to strike or left and right misses, then why would we ever change something if you do it well? Monty used to start a little bit that way, I think, as well, didn't he? He used to get a little bit laggy. If he came for a lesson, I certainly wouldn't change him. Might try and change the way he commentates, but I certainly wouldn't change his golf swing. You know, if it's working for you, use it. If you're actually doing it, this is the interesting thing, I think, always for lessons, what you think you're doing to what you actually are doing and what is actually physically changing. It's not the lagging of the backswing that's doing particularly anything. They might have just worked on that day. I would argue that you are somehow changing the way you're delivering the club, and the lag in the backswing might be doing it, but there's no kind of scientific connection between lagging the backswing and then having a better impact. It's not, otherwise we'd all be doing it. It's something that's working for you at the moment, and I would just ride that wave and enjoy it. It's certainly something I wouldn't teach and I wouldn't advise, but it's something I wouldn't teach out of someone if they were playing well with it. What you really want to do if you want to play good consistent golf all the time is not have little secret kind of tricks lagging the backswing. I mean, I've known people for years who come, they've got a different new swing for every week, but they don't understand what their impact conditions are. Club path, face the path, angle of attack, dynamic loft. If the club is toe down, heeled up, or and toe up, heeled down, whatever. They just think, oh, if I swing shorter, I hit it better. Okay, well, why you just swing short then? Don't never swing long. You know, why would you ever? So they're just kind of quick fixes, aren't really dealing with the issue. Understanding what happens with your impact. So if you're in that net and you're hitting well, it would be nice to measure using launch monitors, those kind of things, why you're hitting it well on those days, what's happening to your impact conditions that's causing it. And then if it's because of the lag backswing, then we would say, yeah, keep doing it. That's a big thing for my golf tuition, which I've done with other videos, is there's no real right and wrongs. There's only a collision occurring, and if that collision occurs with some sensible numbers that relate to each other, the rest of it can do what it likes. It can go that way, it can go this way. As long as that collision happens in a sensible way, you're going to hit good shots. Obviously there's certain things you can do that encourage better collisions, certain positions you can hit, but certainly lag back, that's not something I've really got any kind of experience of seeing people succeed really well with that lag backswing. Let me know if you're still using it, and let me know if it's still helping. Thanks for the question. So more swings coming at you. Good looking swing we have here. Lovely looking course as well. Pretty athletic movements in there. Lots of good things. Can't see if it's grip from this angle. Definitely see the club face fanning, what people would call open, so it's twisting on the way back into a position that will always encourage it to point a bit right of whatever path you're swinging on. Which can encourage kind of push fades, left to right spin, basically, or the ball just starting straight right and staying there. As we get up to the top of the backswing, we also see the club face a little bit twisted still to an open position. I'd like to see it a little bit more relationship to the left arm, so square to the left arm, even slightly pointing up to the sky from the left arm wouldn't be a bad thing. Now, as you come down in to hit the ball, there's a good job. You definitely look like you change direction slightly, and it looks like you might try and flick the club forwards to try and square the face up, probably resulting in a few high launching shots if you're not careful. You won't be getting the distance through your launch possibly from that action. So let's show you a few things you can do to try and fix that. But a good swing, lots of good movements in there. I think a tweak around with a few things just to get the club face working better and push you on to another level. But you obviously hit the ball pretty well already. Just let's keep trying to get better. So a bit better club face control. We need to get the face working a slightly different way on the way back. We don't want it pointing quite so much down towards the ground, a little bit more face up to the sky, top of your backswing. For me, it's much more grip based. So what I want you to do is just set your grip up with the club up, say at chest height here. And what I want you to make sure you do is you just turn the club, say 2 degrees to the left. So literally turn it, if we do it to this camera here, 2 degrees downwards to the left. Place that club back down by the ball, and then just move your grip around to the right to get the club face back to square. So turn the club face 2 degrees closed, so down to the left, then place your hands on, how you've been doing. Then put the club down by the ball and just turn it back to square address, which will just turn your hands into a slightly stronger grip position at the start. Then from there, you can carry on making the swings you're making and actually think about moving the path of your club a bit more out to the right, because the face is definitely going to feel like it's going to want to be close to the path much more with that set. So at the moment, arguably, you're gripping the club, and obviously I can't quite see, but you're gripping the club 2 degrees open, then gripping it, putting the club down by the ball and setting it back to square. I know you're not doing it in that order, but that's what you're doing in your, when you do it all at once. You can't see you're doing that, but that's why you're getting that club face slightly open. So just to help you, set the club up in the air, don't hold it, turn it 2 degrees to the left, so just fractionally closed. Grip it how you want, don't reference the face. When the club gets down by the 4, it should feel like it's pointing left. Just turn the club back to square, which will turn your hands. Try hitting a few shots from there. If you feel like they're going left, from there, don't be afraid to try and feel like you're just pushing out to the right with your path a little bit with that grip. You're going to find very different shaped shots, very different strikes using that sequence rather than the sequence you're using to connect your hands to that club. Hope that helps. Common driver issue I see here. I know the camera angle's not fantastic here, but you really look like you are fishing for that ball at address for me. I'd like to see your arms drop much more down below your shoulders. What we then see, if we run this one through, backswing's not bad, little stiff, big change of direction, over the top, over to your right hand side, swinging, looks to me very much down and across the ball. Certainly loosening up that setup, relaxing that setup a bit more into your body, getting rid of the big fishing action, always assists with making some better actions in trying to change club path and sort the direction you're swinging the club out on a little bit. Let's give you a few ideas of what you should do with your posture to improve that swing. So get this one quite a lot. When I teach on this mat, I get people doing lessons who are shorter than me in height and their feet are almost off the mat as they try and hit shots, and they're shorter than me. So I pick up their driver and show them when my hands and arms are hanging much more down from my shoulders, how much closer I am from where they're stood. People with drivers often feel like they need to really give themselves loads of room, really common. So for you, it's simply a case of getting that posture sorted out. You need to really let go of your arms. You need to try and let them hang down much more by your body. So it's literally a case of when you're setting your club up to the ball, let your arms hang, then take the club. Now, wherever that club lies, however far away from you it is, that's where you need to put it. So don't go and do it like you would normally do it. You'd be back here, let your arms hang, okay, there, and then push out to the ball. You've got to move everything up to that ball. It's going to help you get much more connected with your swing. It's going to help you get hopefully on a bit more of a better plane on the downswing. It won't make that happen, but it will certainly encourage the beginnings of changing that club path on the downswing from a better posture. You can't have you standing. So exaggerate, very common. So it's literally a case of when you stand up to your ball, really let your arms just hang. So I've just let the club go. Take your posture. Once you've got a good posture, which your posture isn't too bad, let your arms hang, place the club into there, and that's where you're hitting it from. Trust that position. It's going to feel far too close at the moment. You're going to hit some funny shots doing it that way. But what will happen is you'll get used to it, your coordination will time to it, you'll be able to control the club face, and hopefully you'll get a bit more control of the path for that club. Thanks for sending the swing. What's going on here? Don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.